But the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Steven Sims now on the return. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
44, Mike, 18,
and they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Robinson. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. First carry now for Joshua Kelly, the former Bruin. And he is met in his tracks behind a line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Robinson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Robinson again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Next to score, Raiders 7, Chargers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he's got room. Touchdown, L.A. Joshua Kelly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Edwards a first down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And some room to work. Shifts by him. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Looking to throw, Lawrence. It's caught by Jackson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. On play action, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 82 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Play action. It's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down now, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Touchdown! Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lawrence to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Third and 2, now Lawrence. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Lawrence. They'll set up the screen to Drake. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Play action. It's Lawrence. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Carlson on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Herbert off of play action. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Check tight. Mike 52. Don't say nothing. Back 60. Mike 52. Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second down and 7. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Lawrence on first down. Room to run past midfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Asante Samuel.
And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the turnover, here's Herbert.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
From the 24, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Jackson now to return.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Lawrence. Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. On the return is Sims. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Chargers 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Robinson. And he gets it down to the 32.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready? 10 over. Coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 45, come on. Check 45, come on. I got you. I got you.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
31, Chargers 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
That's trash.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Mike 5. Hey, smash. 5. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get reload. Reload. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check. 3 down. Mike 5. Mike 5. Yo. Trap alert. Switch. Roll.
Now it's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Pick it up, D. Five's the mic. Bring it. Jam. Shift. 70 Timberwolf. Hustle. Ready, go.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Target. Mike 5. Double dog. That's the way. No. Come. 19 Tiger.
They run. Robinson, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. SOS, SOS, SOS. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. SOS. Go.
Kelly tries the right side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Fires the mic. Woo-hoo. 19 tight, 19 tight. The mic. Fires the mic. Check, check, check.
Throwing, Herbert. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 5. Mike 5. Riggs. Riggs. Check me out. Mike 5. Mike 5. Ready? Hey. Hey. Check that. Check that.
Herbert to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his pass is caught.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Charles, we saw a lot of points.